In this video, I'm going to tell you why your coaching business is dying, and it's not because of AI. Bruce Cron, 8-figure online business owner and author of Build Offers That Sell. I help online health professionals and performance coaches turn underperforming offers into high-performing AI-proof assets. Now, I have to tell you something that goes against almost everything you've been told about building a coaching business. Working harder on your business right now, posting more, showing up more, tweaking more, is very likely making things worse. Not because effort is wrong, because effort applied to the wrong thing does not produce results. It produces exhaustion. And exhaustion that looks like hustle is the most demoralizing place a coach can be, because you cannot understand why it's not working. You're doing everything right. You're showing up. You are trying. And still, the results are not there. I've been in online business for over 2 decades, and I've built offers that failed spectacularly, including one that cost me over $100,000 in 2005, and offers that generated tens of millions in revenue. And the single biggest lesson I have learned across all of it is this: the problem is almost never effort, it's almost always clarity. Let me show you what I mean. I want to tell you about a coach I worked with, and I'm going to call her Sarah. Sarah was a health and wellness coach. Smart, dedicated, genuinely passionate about helping people. She'd been in the industry for 4 years and had a small but loyal client base. But her business had plateaued, and instead of figuring out why, she did what most coaches do. She worked harder. She went from posting 3 times a week to posting every single day. She started a podcast. She added a free challenge, a new lead magnet, a lower priced entry offer. She redesigned her website. She hired a social media manager. 6 months later, she had spent thousands of dollars, lost count of the hours, and her revenue had barely moved. When she came to me, she was exhausted and genuinely starting to wonder if she had what it took to make this work. So here's what I saw immediately. Sarah's effort was not the problem. Her output was impressive. Her offer was the problem. Everything she was producing, every post, every podcast episode, every free challenge was pointing toward an offer that did not clearly explain why someone should choose her. She was saying, I help women build sustainable health habits and feel like themselves again, which is lovely, sure, and completely indistinguishable from approximately 4,000 other coaches saying the same thing with different stock photos. So all that content, all that effort, all that output was spreading an unclear message wider and faster. We did not add anything to her business. We stripped it back, diagnosed the real problem her clients were stuck in, named it, built her offer around that diagnosis. Within 8 weeks, she had signed more new clients than in the previous 6 months combined. She was working less, earning more, and for the first time in years, enjoying her business again. Nothing changed except the clarity of her offer. That clarity changed everything else. What Sarah experienced is not unusual. It is almost universal among coaches whose businesses have plateaued. When results slow down, the instinct is always to do more. More AI-generated content, more outreach, more offers, more platforms, more hours. And the instinct is completely understandable, because in most areas of life, more effort produces more results. But in marketing, there is a law that overrides that logic. More volume on an unclear message does not grow a business. It grows noise. And here is why this matters specifically right now, today. Before AI, average content still worked. Unclear offers still sold. Slowly, inconsistently, but they sold, because there was less competition and buyers had fewer options to compare. Today, the market is flooded. Every niche is crowded. Buyers are more skeptical and more discerning than they've ever been. So when your offer sounds like everyone else's, which most offers do, more content just means more of the same thing your ideal client is already scrolling past. You are not invisible because you are not working hard enough. You're invisible because your offer is not giving people a clear reason to stop scrolling. That is the real diagnosis. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's what most people get wrong about AI's impact on the coaching industry. They think AI is a content problem, that the issue is AI can generate post scripts and emails, so content has less value now. That is true, but it's not the real issue. The real issue is this: AI raised the floor. Before AI, the bar for sounding knowledgeable and professional was relatively high. Not everyone could produce polished, well-structured content consistently. Now anyone can, which means the floor, the minimum standard for looking credible, has risen dramatically. And when the floor rises, average no longer works. The coaches who are winning right now are not winning because they produce more content. They are winning because their offer makes their ideal client feel something that generic content cannot produce, which is the feeling of being precisely understood. That feeling does not come from more posts. It comes from an offer built around a diagnosis so accurate that your ideal client reads it and thinks, this person knows exactly what I am going through. AI cannot manufacture that. Volume cannot manufacture that. Only clarity can. Now here's what I want you to do. And notice that none of these involve doing more. So fix one, diagnose before you produce. Before you write another post, record another video, or build another lead magnet, stop and ask yourself one question. Does my offer clearly explain why my ideal client is stuck in a way that no one else in my space is explaining it? If the answer is no, more content is not going to fix it. Fix the offer. Then produce content that points towards it. Because content without a clear offer is just entertainment. And entertainment does not pay the bills. Fix two. Name the mechanism, not just the result. Your offer is probably built around a result. More clients, better health, higher income, six-pack abs, consistent revenue. Results are expected now. They are not the entry fee. They're not the differentiator. What differentiates you is the ability to name the specific mechanism that has been keeping your client from that result. The real cause, not the obvious one. Use this structure. The reason you haven't gotten result isn't because of obvious cause, it's because of unique mechanism of the problem. And until that's addressed directly, nothing else will fully work. Write that sentence for your offer. Say it out loud. If it sounds something like 5 other coaches in your space could say, it is not specific enough yet. Keep going until it's undeniably yours. One of the hidden reasons coaches plateau is complexity. Multiple offers, multiple messages, multiple directions, pulling at once. Complexity creates confusion, and confused buyers do not buy. They wait. Strip your business back to one core offer, one core message, one clear next step. Ask yourself, if someone spent 30 seconds on my offer page right now, could they answer these 4 questions without thinking? What is this? Who's it for? What specific problem does it fix first? What do I do next? If the answer to any of those is no, that is where your energy belongs. Not in producing more content, in making those answers impossible to miss. Here's something I've seen play out dozens of times with coaches I've worked with. The moment they stop trying to do more and start getting clearer about the one thing they do, their business starts moving again. Not because the market suddenly changed, not because the algorithm rewarded them, but because clarity is magnetic in a noisy market. When everyone else is shouting, the person who speaks with quiet precision gets heard. When every other offer looks the same, the one that names something specific and true stops people in their tracks. You do not need to outwork your competition. You need to out-clarify them. And that is a game you can win, because it's built on the experience and insight you already have, not on budget or following size or hours worked. So if your business is feeling harder than it should right now, if you're putting in real effort, not seeing real results, I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You've not missed your window. You've been applying the right work ethic to the wrong problem. Fix the clarity, name the mechanism, simplify the offer. And you will find that the business you've been building all along starts working the way it was always supposed to. The effort was never wasted. It was just waiting for the right foundation underneath it. Now you can build that foundation. If you are ready to stop spinning your wheels and start building an offer that actually does the heavy lifting for you, that is exactly what Build Offers That Sell is designed to do. It's not about doing more. It's not about doing the right thing. And the right thing is always the offer. Click the link below to get your copy, and I will see you in the next one.